Hello YouTube. I'm back for stream 11. We're back at the deadlift rule, so when I die, I will pick that up. Last stream was the most eventful stream of my entire time streaming here. Outer Wilds. I found a real living Nomai on Quantum Moon when it's around the eye of the universe. And then I kind of exhausted my Quantum Moon explorations. I found that Nomai ship over there. Now I just need to figure out what else I need to do in this game. I think I did have a lead, but I forgot what it was, so let's see if I can remind myself. So nothing new on the Quantum Moon, nothing new on the Northern Glacier. All this stuff looks complete to me. The Sunless City is not complete. The Hanging City is not complete. I need to make it to the Black Hole Forge as well. So let me head over to Brittle Hollow, and I'll start by kind of trying to get to the Hanging City. I know there's a lot I have not explored over here. I've also noticed that the Hollow's Lantern kind of gets way more crust and like landable terrain. When you're late in the time loop. So maybe I should check out Hollow's Lantern a little more later in the time loop, I don't know. Although I guess it probably is fully explored, since there are not any remaining how would you say? I don't think there's any yellow stars left, you know. Alright, let's check this thing out. Maybe I'll like land here. Yes. Okay. Hey, that was a decent landing. Okay. So that's Rybek's camp. I'm on a time crunch because this whole place kind of will fall apart very soon. Okay, here's some new stuff. Oh, school district, meltwater district, ice shrine district, black hole forge district. Okay, what is the ice shrine district? I don't know. So I know I need to go to the black hole forge. So that is the one that has these two loop-de-loops. I don't know where it is, though. Okay, well, there's a whole bunch of unexplored things that I just have, I guess, stumbled across here, so... Oh, Black Hole Forge controls. What? Is this the Black Hole Forge? Did I finally make it to the Black Hole Forge after all this messing around accidentally? Okay. Oh, yes, that is the Black Hole. That's where I get teleported to. Okay. So I just put that up there. Oh, this is actually... Okay. Maybe it was epic that I ended up here, because now I just lifted that whole building up to that area. So now all I need to do is get back up there, and then I can maybe explore the building there, so... Dude, I probably would not have found that out as quickly if I hadn't just randomly stumbled in here. That's very good. And there's oxygen here, which is lovely. Powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Okay. Scroll. Okay, solution 2, we could craft... Okay, there's probably a solution 1 somewhere. Since that's solution 2. Where is solution 1? I'm looking for a scroll. Maybe not. Okay, let's just read this. Okay, there should be another scroll there somewhere. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. That's another place I need to go. This is the safest path for our clan. Safest path, but worth the risk. Is it, though? We've tried so long to find something that now I believe impossible to find. If I search for the eye, futile one, we should choose an option to leave potential harm. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe Black Hole Forge crew could recreate the basic design. I think the greatest challenge for such a powerful core, or any... Okay. Don't have the design. Or the vessel core original crafters. Okay. But... Okay, so Anona created the original design for Black Hole Forge. Okay. I believe I can use here the vessel's warp core created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would best be to relearn, I think. Okay. So I'm trying to get up to the Black Hole Forge now, I guess. Oh wait, here's a scroll. This is good news. This is probably going to say solution 1. Yes. Okay. What is the solution? Oh, retrieve the warp core from the vessel. The vessel's warp core is broken, really. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me when there was little time to access the nature or extent of the damage. Okay. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said that many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Coelius, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil. Number twin, using the knowledge we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember the anglerfish fossil we used to play when we were children. Okay, so this is like multiple generations of Nomai. This is interesting. What Mellory and I learned from the fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis never tested on a live specimen. So it's blind anglerfish, right? So they just use hearing, maybe. Okay, getting tons of good info here. This is cool. I feel strange trying to recreate an unswarp core without him. At times, it still feels like strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Always feels strange, even though my time with him was short. I miss the old mentor deeply. To have the chance to try this is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this probably, but what if the excitement has clouded my assessment abilities? All I can give is my best, and Inanna would say, should my best prove insufficient, then I will have to find another way to achieve what is needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I'm not alone. Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system. I never saw Inanna's warp core with my own eyes, own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Very interesting. Weird. So there are places in, or you know, this place, whatever this star system is. Okay, what is going on? Cool. That the older generation is okay. Good. Sweet. The people, you know, writing, and now they're acting like, well, I guess the older generation died off, and now their children are writing things on the walls and such. Very interesting. Okay. Oh. Here I am on the surface. Okay, so this is like a lake thing that has a surface entrance to this place. I'm trying to get to the place where the Black Hole Forge thing went up to. Where is that? That's where I'm trying to get to, up there. So it looks like I could go up this thing. Yes. It's like destroyed. Maybe there's another entrance somewhere over there. Alright, so trying to get up there. Standard Nomai activity. Yay, okay, this thing goes up. Okay, ghost matters nearby. Okay, trying to get up there. Hey, a scroll. This is one of the writing sticks that they use. Explanation of festivals. Okay, we're almost 20 minutes into, well, I guess we're like 17 minutes into a loop, so. Nomai clans are from all over the universe. Meet in one place to share what they learned about science and art. It's called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all Nomai get to advance too, like Anand's warp core, which made everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival and envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival can last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Why are they stuck here? So there's more Nomai around the universe then. Foundation of this universe. No one knows this universe was made, but one thing. Hello, Harry.
Would you mind moving your car so I can get out?
Oh, you're stuck in?
Yeah, well, I don't want to hit it with this car. I've only got like a foot on either side.
Yeah, I got you, I got you. Let's show the stream and the cat. Would you show the stream to the cat while I move the car?
Which one is Faustine? Okay, it's Reverend.
Alright, I'm back. So... Oh shoot, I need to read before this falls. Did I read this one? Yeah, I did. Formation of the universe. No one knows the universe, blah, 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 blah. Everything used to be very dense. This early universe expanded. Cooled down once it had cooled down enough. Particles were able to group together. So this is like Big Bang Theory. Since then, space has continued to expand faster and faster, which is hard to think about too long. This universe will keep getting colder and larger. One day all the stars in life will die. That's scary to think about. Conway tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen someone else's someday. Yep, true facts. Okay, I need to get up. Not high enough up. I could use the White Hole Forge. Let's do that. This thing can teleport me to the right place. No. Okay. Hopefully this will teleport me back to a good place where I can then access the thing. Do I need to turn it on? Okay, now it's on. Boom. Okay, let's go. Well, this is the wrong place. Interesting. Okay, what I can do is try and get back to my ship. So if I go through the black hole again, I'll get back to my ship. And then I'll be able to fly potentially to the Ember Twin teleportation area. Okay, where is Ryback's camp? There it is. Oh shoot. Okay, maybe I should have been more... Oh, wait. No, we're good. Hello, Ryback. Okay, I just refueled. Thank you, Ryback. Wait, hold up. I'm learning something. What's going... Okay, check this out, guys. Yeah, dude, I'm healing. Okay, dude. Eating marshmallows heals me. That's cool. Okay, let me get to my ship. I'm gonna fly to Ember Twin. And then I will teleport to the Black Hole Forge from Ember Twin. Oh, never mind. We're too late. All right, time to move to my first deadlift. All right. So my goal now is to check my ship log, then go to the Black Hole Forge control, flip a switch, then go to the Black Hole, then go to Ember Twin, teleport to Brittle Hollow, and check out the Black Hole Forge. That's what I'm going to work on doing. Okay, ship log. And I did get some new stuff. Okay, bet. Hanging City connected to Black Hole Forge. Switch in the Meltwater District raises and lowers the forge. Is the highest district in the Hanging City. Nomai named Poke planned to create an advanced warp core. Nomai crafted twin warp cores at Black Hole Forge for delivering them to Astro. Okay, cool. Okay. From the vessel. Broke when the ship crashed into Dark Bramble. Okay, so I've explored a little bit, but there's still more. Especially at the Black Hole Forge. And we're off to Brittle Hollow. There's the quantum moon anyway. Right. So I forgot about the lake. But that is okay. I can just park same as I did last time. Perfect landing. Okay, so goal is to just run back, flip the switch, get back to my ship after flipping the switch. Okay, well this is the wrong direction. Okay, shoot. No. Okay. So I do need to be careful, but I did end up back at Rybeck's camp, so this is fine. Oh yeah, I need to go up there. Okay. How'd my ship get over there? Where is my ship anyway? Sweet. So I have to go down. To the control room. Then get back to my ship. Is my ship just straight up flying? Yeah, I bet you my ship fell through the white hole. I mean the black hole. Okay. Where is the control room anyway? Thought I was at it. The control room over here. No, that's the control room there. Okay. That is where I was. I remember now. I remember. Excuse me. My pronunciation was terrible. But I remember. That is where I need to be. Okay. So I go through there, flip the switch, go back to my ship. Then I go through the Ember Twin warp to Brittle Hollow, which should land me where I need to be. Hold up. Now I just get a drop into the black hole, which is kind of fun. Ship. My ship is pretty far away. Alright, I navigated over here. There we are. Hello, ship. I remember you. We're headed to Ember Twin. Ship got damaged. The whole thruster's damaged. Okay, well I cannot fly with a damaged thruster. No, no. Come back, ship. Repair. Haha. Okay. Very good. Let me refuel. Now I should be able to fly, alright. Heading to Ember Twin. And then I'll get to the portal, fly or warp through the warp to Brittle Hollow. And then I'll explore the Black Hole Forge, is my theory. Never been there before. "11 streams in, I feel like I should know more than I do." And I might have just thrown myself into the sun. Okay, I have to do a deadlift. A deadlift. Okay, that's a shame. That is a shame. Losing time. But I know what I need to do, so I'll do this exact same thing again. Same thing. Is that it? Yep. Hello, Brittle Hollow. I'm looking for a pond. Like the river system. Aha. Here it is. Because this was my shortcut that I found. It would be pretty disturbing to find yourself stuck in a loop like this. Like, I don't know. If I kept getting all my memories sent back to me like this, I'd be scared out of my mind that I'd just be stuck there forever, you know? Here's the control room. Okay. That is working. Now I'm gonna go back to my ship. I read that scroll. That was the Solution 1 scroll. Okay. Now I will fly to Ember Twin. Go into the warp. Yeah, that was a sweet shortcut actually. I enjoyed that. Hold up, I meant Ash Twin, not Ember Twin. Because that is where the portal is. Nice. Okay, I need to wait for Smash to clear. There's the Quantum Moon, that's kind of fun. There's the Sun Tower, very tall and nice. It's about the right time to get through there anyway with the sand gone. This one is for the twins. Brittle Hollow. Warp. Because, okay, there are multiple ways to warp to Brittle Hollow, though. I forget which ones there are. Was there one on... Can't refuel. Okay, you know what? This is not the right tower. Kind of cool. I could get trees and get oxygen even though I'm not inside that building. But I'm pretty sure that is not the right hollow warp tower. That's like the one to Hearth. It's the one to the sun. That might be the one to Bramble. All right. Shoot. Ouch. Yeah, this is Timber Hearth, I mean. And I think this one is Dark Bramble. This one is probably Giant Steep. Come on, man. Maybe not. This could be. This could be the right one. No, yeah, this is definitely Giant Steep. Get back to the ship. Okay, I need to find the right tower. There is one here, I'm sure. I think I've done it before on a previous stream. Okay, this is for the Twin Towers, and I'm flying a ship, so maybe I should crash into those, but this is the Giant steep. Timber hearth. Are you serious? The sun. Okay. You know, maybe this is Hollow's land, the Hollow Planets one. It just kind of looks like a Dark Bramble to me, so I thought it might be Dark Bramble. But there, I know definitely there is a portal. Wait a second. Yeah, I was stupid. There is no portal to Dark Bramble. This is the portal to Hollow Planet. So I'm on the right track. There is not a single tower on Ember Twin. Okay, sweet. So I did it. So I flipped the switch. We got the Black Hole Forge. That is the Black Hole Forge there, in fact. And I cannot use my jetpack here or I will fling myself into the black hole. So that is important just to note. Left. Yes. Yay. So this was a big puzzle. This took a lot of streams to get to the Black Hole Forge. Okay, I can put a rock there. Well, I think I've seen this before. This is the part that's new. Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. Okay, sweet. So this is the last time I was here, this button hadn't been switched and this was just like a pit. Hey, I'm in the Black Hole Forge. Got a scroll. Where am I taking this first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? The white hole cores are for warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being so they're like the orange square looking things. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed for different locations, so their deliveries will be great. Or pain in your spine. Okay. Tower designs, the high energy lab, Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Yeah, they're at the towers and stuff. Okay, all the warp towers will. Okay, Ash Twin Black Hole cores will go there. Gratitude, leaving delivery. I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up route and help him deliver the first core. To Ash Twin, just to make receive it. Okay, of course. Okay. Okay. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower design, namely, one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because the warp receiver will never align overhead. Okay, that's strange. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment is the point of its receiver? Does he not know the warp tower always aligns with the center of the corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. Okay, so that's why the sun warp tower doesn't point at the sun station, it points at directly at the sun. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. Since an unreasonable belief. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the hourglass twins are so close together that they function as a single astral body with shared alignment points in between them. Okay. Alright, here's this. Ash Twin Projection Stone. I have good news. Advanced warp core is ready to be installed at the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. So Yarrow and Clary, everyone working on Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and my sister tells otherwise she'll be... Okay. Don't worry. Okay. The design works fine. Alright. Alright, so 3 things are lit up. I think one of them is for me. One of them is for Gabbro. And is one of them for the probe? One of them's for the Eye of the Universe probe that they're looking for. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body which is tuned? I enjoy precision as much as next Nomai, but if, for example, the tower's base were to shift even slightly, the tower might okay. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as next Nomai, but provided the next Nomai is not poke. Okay. Pokey, we don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Okay. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will still last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will immediately be warped. We will need to be careful around the platform during the duration of that time it is active to avoid accidental transportation. Yes, this is just a diagram showing that is the case. Okay. There's a tree. Is there anything else going on around here? Selfie. All right. Hey, I explored the black hole forge. That's excellent. What does this say? Yes, this is just where I came in. Okay. Oh, sweet. Exit to surface. Where am I exactly now? Okay, it's Black Hole Forge up here. So I'm at like the very top of this area. Okay, nice. Okay. Very good. Oh no. But yeah, my ship is on Ember Twin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw myself into ghost matter. Out of sorrow that my ship is so far away. Hello, ghost matter. Sweet. Deadlift. Sweet. Let's check the ship log now that I've been to, excuse me, the Black Hole Forge. Sweet. This is exciting. A warp tower's alignment. Center of corresponding astral body. Okay. Yep. Not exact, only need to be within 5 degrees. Longer warp windows. Sweet. An advanced warp core, central chamber. Yep. Still more at the Hanging City. But I'm very glad I made it to the Black Hole Forge, and it seems that I found everything. Hold up. Do you know what I just realized? If this is the case, there could be a a destination warp in the Ash Twin project, right? A destination like a white hole. warp thing in the, like one of the orange things, the squares, in the Ash Twin project that the tower can project to when Ember Twin is above Ash Twin's tower, potentially. Dude, this would allow me to potentially use a warp tower on Ash Twin to get into the core of Ash Twin, which I did not expect to be possible. But if the core of the astral body is allegedly the center of these two planets, then it might work. Because the center of them is going to be above the tower anyway. Well, on the other hand, okay, Ember Twin does have this, like, warp destination here. Get my suit on. So... Alright, I'm gonna set a timer so I know what's going on. It's important to know like how far I am into the loop. So I'm probably like 3 minutes or 2 minutes in right now. So there's more to explore at the Sunless City. Wrong way. There we go. Go left here, and look at the ceiling for a hole. Oops. The long secret path to get to the Sunless City. So much fun. I should have just gone through the hole that leads to that one door on the other side of this place. But let's light it up. Eye Shrine District. So, the other... I don't need to go to the High Energy Lab anymore. I've already done that. Anglerfish Overlook. I don't need that anymore. Stepping Stone District. I think I've kind of been there. So let me check out the Eye Shrine District. Oops. Because there's an Ice Shrine District at the Hanging City as well, right? Okay, I can read this. Oh, this is Solanum. I know that guy. I met him. I don't know. On the moon. It says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me the Nomai died when their clan came here. I think I might have read that before. Okay, wait a second. This writing is really weird. It's like messy handwriting. The eye is bad. Alright, well that's that. Let's top up on oxygen right now. Okay, broken door. Whole lot of ghost matter. Well, there's some writing over there. Oh, a whole bunch of writing. Nice. Okay. Okay, what does it say? Welcome to this place. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect what brought us this signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it to find its source. We know this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than the universe itself. Enter. Open your mind. Okay, sweet. Well, this seems important. If the eye called us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps it's not the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did something happen to it? Strange. Oops. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does this mean the eye is less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need it in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before it? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how old the eye is. Okay. Alright, so this is like a shrine. Oh wait. So I knocked that over, and then I look away from it. Well, it rebuilt itself somehow, so... Yeah, look it, it's rebuilding. That's neat. Oh wait, there's the shrine part. Alright, so... I guess this is the part that is the shrine. This has a window outside, so I wonder if the sun is gonna shine through it like in Indiana Jones, you know? I kind of want to see if there's like a shadow that gets cast, if the sun can align. Alright, there's the sun. Yes, there is a shadow. Alright. That wasn't too cool. I think I can leave now. Can I even get out of here? Hello? Let me out. I'm trapped. Oh wait, no, there's a hole. Oops. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Is this a one-way? It is. Okay, that sucks. But I know that there's another way out, which is right there. Oops. All right. Made it out. Now my ship is over there. I'm headed to Ash Twin to try and find the Ash Twin warp to Ash Twin. So here's the twin area. Oh wait, there's a scroll. Hanging City, we are planning the Ashman project at the High Energy Lab. I became lost in Ember Twin, my gratitude. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is Ember Twin or if this is Ash Twin. Let me see if there's any clues. Nope, no clue. Alright, well I'm gonna try this one first. Well, I do have to wait until the thing comes back around, you know. Since that would be when the center aligns. But I'll stand here and wait for it. So there's a chance that this just takes me to Ember Twin, but there's also a chance that this might send me to the core of Ash Twin, which is the planet I'm currently on, which would be amazing. That's what I hope for. Please send me to the core. Alright, I hear the wind. The wind is coming, which indicates the core is going to be above me, or the center, which would allow me to warp. Please warp. Warp. Yes. Okay, shoot. So unfortunately it did just bring me to Ember Twin. Let's go back. Let's try the other one. So it's possible this one will send me to this core of Ash Twin. But I have to wait. Supernova, potentially. Alright, hurry up. Wind. Get over here. Okay, there it is. I don't want to get sucked away by the wind, though. So I'm going to wait until... This seems like a safe crevice, so... I'm going to wait till the eye of the storm, and then I'll run in. Okay. Let's go. I just got warped. No way. It worked. My theory was true. This has to be the core. No way. This is the core of the Ashman Project. Yes, this is where I see. Okay, this is where the statues do their thing. This is insane. No way. 2 minutes until the end of the cycle. Okay. Dude, this is insane. Okay, so one of these has to contain my memories. This one's broken. That'll send me back home. Okay, there's something written over there I need to go read. This is insane. Okay, I'm just gonna flash read. I'm not actually gonna read, because I know a supernova is imminent. If I have time, I'll read these properly, but I'll have to come back here if the supernova hits. Dude, this is insane. So, all because I saw that inscription in the the black hole forge, I got this theory that it could, teleport me to the center of Ashwin, even if... Alright, let's see. Artificial gravity control. Let's leave that how it is for now. What does this do, though? What's that? Removing the core will disable the Ashwin project. You're about to access the core while the Ashwin project is active. Okay, I hear a supernova, potentially. This sounds like a supernova. Okay. So I had a supernova happened. And then, I didn't get burned up because I was inside Ashwin. But it's still sending me back in time. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna start timer. And let's try and do that again. Well, let's check my ship log. I bet you there's tons of new stuff. This is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. What's crazy too is that I could have done that a while ago. If I just explored enough, I would have probably done that by accident. Okay, I made it. Hollowed out chamber inside Ashwin. The energy cables from the surface are plugged into a protective casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with Nomai masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from probe tracking module, Giant's Deep, okay, which is Gabbro, and Timberhearth, which is me. The Ash Twin project was designed to use energy from a supernova. There we go, triggered by the sun station. Oh, that's why they want to blow up the sun. To trigger a supernova to make the Ash Twin project work. To send the probe data from the orbital probe. Okay, no way. Okay, so they were so intent. The Nomai were so intent on finding the eye of the universe that they're literally destroying the universe over and over, or the solar system over and over and over and over again, on and on, millions of times, just to send a probe out. Because the probe cannon broke. Right? So, designed to use energy from a supernova triggered by the sun station to send probe data from orbital probe to cannon 22 minutes into the past. To send probe data from orbital probe, cannon 20 minutes. Okay. The sun station did not work, although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound. The Nomai were unable to power it. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. That sounds like a dangerous thing to do, since the Ash Twin project is what keeps me, like, pulling the game, like, at every loop. So I should definitely disable it. That's what I'm gonna go do now. Because that might just ruin, you know, I don't know. I guess if I disable it, would that just end my game? Like, you lose. Oops. That's insane. That's insane. So the only question mark left is the vessel. But there is more to explore in the cities. Oh. No, the Sunless City is complete. No, I traveled. Okay, let's go. I explored the Sunless City. No, I traveled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself in the eye of the universe. Okay, so the Sunless City is now fully explored. That's a huge W. I need to explore the Hanging City more, and that's gonna help me get to the vessel, maybe. I need to wait until the towers kind of appear. Do you know what? I have seen there is a pastime feature at the campfires. I have not done that before, but, you know, if there's only one question mark left in the game and one area that has a yellow star, I might be far along that I should try and use the game's features like passing time. Okay. Oop, that's a marshmallow. Let's see. C is doze off. Um, 20, 30, 40. Okay, that's 45 seconds probably. Well, okay. Let's keep dozing off. Let's doze off like 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Okay, 1 minute. This is my first time dozing off for a purpose, so. 4 minutes. A little longer. Let's talk to Shirt. Physics of the source, it would just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Harthian ships would be able to travel. And honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The farther you go, the less we know. And such, it's well within... Okay. Okay. Everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Wouldn't it wonder the moon sometimes there and sometimes not? Okay. Okay. Quite clever to know my devised way to study the sun up close and personal. Must have been tremendously difficult to construct and hot inside. I wonder how they were able to travel back and forth from the sun station, hourglass twins. The slightest slip up would have meant fire death. Okay. Sweet. Where is... There it is. Alright, let's wait a couple more minutes. Oops. Alright, yeah, that should probably be good. Oh, that's not my ship, is it? My ship's over there. Okay, back to Ash Twin Project. Dude, that's crazy. I could have gotten to there all this time, but I just didn't realize that it could consider the center between Ash Twin and Ember Twin as the core, which could align. So then back to Ash Twin I go. For me to destroy the core, because that would be really stupid, it sounds like, but I'm going to destroy the core. Okay. I hear those sands. Okay, there we go. Bam, I'm back. Okay, second trip to the Ashtwin project. I'm basically a pro at the Ashtwin project now. Come here twice. I'm so cool. End of transmission. Okay. I don't see any stone anywhere to put here. Right? There's a statue. Here's a stone. Oh, there's a bunch of stone. Okay, I've read that before. Okay. Check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. And then the exterior for cracks. Okay. This shines deep. Masks inside Ashtwin flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. They're comforting to know the statues will not pair until a prod otherwise I'd imagine experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate one once the project succeeds. As safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. Will they? Why is that? If anything goes wrong, the Ashtwin project statues and the rats will make us aware of the situation. Okay. Hadn't thought of that. Okay. So this turns off gravity. Aha! It just slows it down. Now I'm floating around in the core of Ashtwin. Checking it out. There is loud music going on right now, which is interesting. I wonder if that's just because I'm in the Ashtwin core. So I still need to read the things on the wall. These things, I need to sit down and read those. But in the meantime, why not destroy the Ashtwin project? Right? Let's read the thing. Okay. Removing the core will disable the Ashwin project. You're about to access the core while the Ashwin project is active. Okay, so here are the core thing. Can I grab it? Neat. So I just grabbed the core. Is that bad? I mean, the masks are down here. So I'm curious at the next supernova how I will respawn if I've disabled the Ashwin project. Okay, this should turn the gravity back up. Nice, so that's spinning. So if I go over there, then there will be some gravity. Not gravity. Inertial force keeping me planted. Can I get out of here? Am I trapped? Okay, I'm good. Okay, velocity matched. Nice. So let me go ahead and read the wall. I'll just put that there. Today we finished the evacuation of Ashwin here in the space carved. We'll craft our most powerful, the Ashwin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants. We met while digging. We'll need to keep our eye on how significantly we've altered the environment here. I mean, they did dig out the core of this planet, so. How far we've come since our experiments at the energy lab, I still can hardly believe Rami's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us. It was not by accident the core of the warp tower was the last to be forged. The cores should have been forged faster if Kasava had interrupted my work less frequently and asked for updates. Okay. Important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giants Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Malo tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Evans advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Evans can. But then if anyone can go to device into exploding, that too is likely Evans. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Evans that Mallow, so Evans and Mallow are a thing, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon? Or is Mallow part of the problem? Fox and Daz finished memory statues today. They're remarkable. So that's at the Giants Deep. When the Ashman project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Adea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and at last it is complete. Everything goes as planned. This structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power for Ashman project. Oh, wait, but they weren't able to explode the sun. So then, however, 200,000 years later, I'm here, and now the sun is exploding, and now there's the time loop. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ashman project. Here's what will happen first. The sun station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. There's all sorts of weird sounds from outside. Okay. Using the energy from the resulting Ash Twins project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launched back in time. The Ash will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova, send the probe back to the cannon, launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. However, this project is the closest we've ever been. The Ashman project is theoretically sound. We are only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Suppose we redesign the sun station to generate the power of that magnitude. A supernova still is the only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friends. Don't lose hope. That's easier. So the interlooper has some crazy stuff on it. It's easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. Yeah, there's some crazy sounds coming from outside right now. We're halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since the last explored somewhere new. So we're excited to welcome this comet and imagine what knowledge we might have gained. Okay, there's a lot of energy in the interlooper, right? Okay, that sounds like a supernova. So I did get vaporized. Oh, you are dead. Okay. Shit. I had a feeling this would happen. Um. Dang. For real? Okay, so I died, and the loops ended because I destroyed the the Ash Twin project. Okay, bet. Okay. Um. So yeah, I just won't do that again because that literally ended the game. But it seems like the developers have generously allowed me to return. Okay, all my data is saved still, so that's good. But I straight up just died. And by destroying the Ash Twin project, it was just all over, so that's crazy. So I know that that is one way to just end things. Just to kill the loop and let the supernova happen. But alas, there's more to explore, so that's certainly not the ending of the game. I just died and was forever dead. So somehow the game is allowing me to come back and probably just breaking the fourth wall. And now I'm back, and we're going to pretend like I didn't just completely die forever permanently with no loop available by destroying the time loop process. So now I am back. And I'm going to go to the vessel. All right. And my theory is that I can get to the vessel by hiding from anglerfish via being quiet and not using any thrust. I need my escape pod 3 signal. On the lookout for the fish. I'm interested why there's a red one. A red bramble seed, you know? Oh, there it is. And there are the lanterns. So my plan is to send my scout in to the vessel, and then try to not make any noises and find the vessel by following the signal from my scout. Right? Oh. Yeah, what a sorry fate. So that must be the vessel. So let's go find my scout, you know? Hopefully not get eaten. Okay, that looks pretty head-on to me. Let's fly in and power off. Okay, making no noise. Yeah. Slowly drifting away from them. Quietly. My scout's where I want to go. That looks weird. Oh no way. Those are their eggs. Those look like eggs. So the red thing is where they lay their eggs. And there they are back there, trying to eat me and Jeff. Okay. Just be quiet. It's my goal right now. Don't want to disturb the anglerfish and their eggs. Oh no, wait! But this is the vessel, so I made it. Are those just floating Nomai skeletons? Okay. Creepy. Sorry about all that, Nomai. Hey, at least they tried. What does this do? Ah, here's the broken core. Can I repair it by setting it on the ground? Nope, I can't put it on the ground. Oh, yeah, I see. So this needs to be here. Weird. Let's put this back. So we got octagon. Nope. Just a hexagon. My bad. Okay, let's see. Any power to the warp core? Glad there's oxygen in here. Oh yeah, I can get down here. I'm recording now. Felix, I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. Bet. Eskel, this is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone prepare to warp immediately. Eskel, wait. I need more time to send outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan we're going? We can send a message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, as we can't a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for warp. I understand. Anana. Okay, so that's like the grandpa guy who made the vessel's core. Is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterward, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem providing we arrive near the signal source. Everyone, we're ready to warp. Okay. What's this thing? This looks like a kind of the eye of the universe. Maybe I could put the warp core there. Let me grab the warp core and bring it down here. There was something looking fancy, like I could put this maybe there. Does this go in here? Nope. It does not look like I can put that there, nor on this signal, which is like the eye of the universe, so. Oh well. Oh, what's up here? Oh, here we go. This is the writing I've been looking for. This is Eskel's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp. Our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to has it fused with the local environment somehow. There are vines that are now part of this vessel. It's been torn apart from the inside. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. That sucks. Okay, lots of text here. Cool. To any Nomai clans whose vessels can hear this message. It's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option for all of us is to stay together. If you can reach the glooming galaxy, we've found that black rock suns are fairly stable and life in the star system is comparatively thriving. We live in relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, you will be on your own. We're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Bromy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on the way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me that the old myth our grandfathers used to tell, the disappearance of Eskel. Which is where I am. I remember hearing the story as a child. One day Eskel's vessel simply stopped responding, and the other clan searched and searched, but no one found a trace. It was as if their missing friend had warped out of existence. That's no myth, friends. Eskel's clan existed, and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors were told the story when they were young. Are you sure it's true? It was a very long time ago, but yes, my clan's ancestors searched for Eskel's clan for a long time, but in the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time a history vessel has disappeared that way. Okay, in history. Hyssop, I hope you aren't comparing Eskel's story to my clan's vessel. My friends, we feared you were gone. Not yet, we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of Bright Spark solar system exploded, and it was only like that we weren't caught up in the blast. We'll meet you soon. I'm relieved your clan is safe. Neem, it's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which most of them are now. Alright, so yeah, the universe is full of supernovas. It's like the end of the universe. Or the end of habitable universe. Okay. So I can't go through these doors. Alright, let me go to bed. Refuel. And let me check the ship log. Okay, the vessel. Okay. Oh no, wait. So it thinks the vessel is now fully explored. Which I kind of need to double check, but I found the derelict near my vessel deep within Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core is long dead. I activated the three-sided pillar, the vessel's bridge, that appeared to be some sort of input device. And I tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear incoming messages from other Nomai vessels. The remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell any other clan where they were going. That's all very unfortunate. Very sad. So let me look around a little more, and then I'll head to the Hanging City and get rid of that yellow check mark. Well, there's my scout. I'll put him down again. Yeah, what a sad fate for the Nomai. They got stranded out here, and then they continued their quest, I guess. And died. And couldn't complete the Sun project. I can't get to the other parts of their vessel. Oh, yeah, that's the supernova, isn't it? Alright, hello supernova. Oh, and yeah, that's the same music that always plays when there's a supernova. I didn't realize. I was just like vibing out. Vibing to the music. But where's the supernova at? Hello? There it is. Hello supernova. Yep, bam, I'm dead. Deadlift. All right. So I was able to destroy the time loop earlier by removing the by destroying the Ashman project, but other than that, I don't know. There has to be a proper ending. I'm not even sure what the ending is supposed to be, but I do see the only remaining. Yeah. There are no question marks remaining. Excuse me. No remaining question marks. The only thing... Oh, well, something here. Choper reaches coastal coral forest. Okay. Ruptured core. Okay, so the interlooper has some crazy powerful stuff in there. Ratings determines exotic matter, both lethal under extreme pressure if the stone were to rupture, completely blanketing our solar system almost instantaneously. Okay. So I wonder if that's a way to power the Ash Twin project. But for now, let's go to the Hanging City. There's a bramble seed there. That is this kind of garden. I think I've been here. I think so. This is the grove with the quantum rock, right? Okay, well here's our Brittle Hollow, so. There's the interlooper. This is the northern glacier. Okay. Let me explore this Hanging City. so-called. So this is the control. So that's the Black Hole Forge. Eye Shrine District. Melt Water. School District, okay. So that is the Meltwater District. Both. Gravity Cannon, Hanging City, Southern Observatory. Definitely north, but wow, this place is something. Looks like the Hanging City is north from here. And east, Gravity Canyon, definitely want to see that. Another thing, I'm detecting oxygen somewhere below, which is good since I used a lot of my supplies screaming during the trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head further down below so I can refill my tank. So the Hanging City is just this area to the north. Okay. So it's like vertical. So right now, I'm on the Meltwater District. Above me is the Ice Shrine District. Very down below me is the School District. Right? This is the Meltwater District. And the Meltwater District has the waterfall and this control thing. Oxygen. These scrolls, the solutions and the problem. What's that over there? That is probably part of the Ice Shrine District. So, yep, let me go up to the Ice Shrine District then. And walk that way. So there was an Ice Shrine District at the other city, too. The Sunless City. And it was kind of mid. But Salonum was tripping about how the eye might be evil. Lots of bones. Ah yes, there's the Ice Shrine. Oh, cool. Okay. Kosovo, I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. Turns difficult for her sister. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us better team than wood mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, I suppose my own fear of never finding the eye is prompted by my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who can then tell Poke. Okay. Oh, very good. Alright, these are new. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is much older than the universe, so I imagine how much it could teach us, perhaps cosmic library. The eye is the source of signal that brought us here. I suppose the eye is more advanced being. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? I suppose it's a relic from a previous universe. Early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. Of note, from the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us here to the solar system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here from its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Okay, well, I guess I'll enter the shrine. How do I get into the shrine? Maybe this is the shrine and I've already entered. Well, I didn't go up these stairs. Or check out the other side, either. Okay, nothing over here. So I've now explored this side of the thing. I should check out the other side. It's a cereal bowl. Yummy. They ate breakfast. Ew. Okay, Amazon delivery. Let's read this. I no longer believe... Oh, this is Salone. I'm tripping again. I no longer believe, as I did as a child, on the Ember Twin. So he grew up in the Sunless City. At the eye of the universe, the source of our signal wishes to harm us. Oh, so he must have written that as a kid. That's why his handwriting was so bad. But it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to every sentient species in space. Or it might have not been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. Okay. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. So he's like kind of being agnostic about the eye now, even though as a kid he thought it was evil. Surface integrity is good here, so that's good. This is one of their writing sticks. A writing utensil. This is like a pen or pencil stuff. Nice. All right. So maybe I've fully explored this city now. I don't know. Let me head back to my ship and check my log to see what my ship log thinks. Back to Meltwater District. I should maybe check out the school districts down there. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna check the school district out. Ouch. Maybe I already checked this place out. So, we'll see. Yeah, I kind of checked this out. Yep, I know this place. Yep, and there's like a door. Okay. I already went down here. Oh, maybe I didn't. A scroll. Very useful. Hey, these are toys. I need to find a place to read. Aha! And there's another scroll over there. Perfect. Okay, this is a child's writing. Explanation of festivals. I already read this. Why we should build a new vessel. Each Nomai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It's unusual for Nomai to remain in one place for so long. Nomai are wanderers. We have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventures and way of life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck here on this star system. Yeah, that's kind of sad. They got stranded here. We could even meet other Nomai. We'll learn from them like Coelius says we used to do. That is very sad. It probably wouldn't be hard to get parts if we stopped building other new things. And if we broke down other structures like the towers on Ash Twin for parts. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large. But we could make a bigger one bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to search of the universe. I asked Yarrow and he says we used a lot of resources on the Ash Twin project. We could even have warp core for long jump distances like vessels have. Pokey tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect to the vessel for travel because Poke is smart. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I kind of feel bad for these Nomai. They don't really know about how they got stranded here, I guess. Okay. Yep, this is just Big Bang Theory. Cool. I think I probably have now explored everywhere here. It's like another classroom. Oh, what? Oh, wait. No, this isn't a hallway. It's just behind the whiteboard. Very good, then. To the ship. I'm worried that I'm going to get to the ship and it's going to say I've explored everything. Because I don't know how to beat the game. Other than by killing myself permanently, which I am able to do. Oops. No. Oh wait, this is the music for the end of the loop. There's a supernova incoming. Yeah, I'm about to get supernovaed. Maybe I'll make it to my ship in time. Okay, ship log. Okay. Yeah, I've explored everything in the game now. And there's a supernova. Okay. Shit. Having explored everything in the game, what do I do now? I'll do a deadlift, but I guess I'll end the stream and think about it. Okay. So I don't even know what the goal is. Like, yeah, I'm in a time loop. I can break the time loop, but I'm just dead permanently because of the supernova. Which isn't much better, is it? So. Thank you for watching. How do I beat this game? I don't know. I hope that I can figure it out on my own. Haven't looked anything up so far, and I won't. But I'm gonna... I don't know. So I've gone everywhere. I guess I need to just think about the mechanics of the game. Maybe like write stuff down. Look at the ship log a lot. I could read through everything in the ship log and see if I can connect any dots that could like make a ending that would be happy.